All right, so quick engine update. This is the same 6-liter that was in a couple of videos ago. We tore it down with that white engine. Both those engines were free and made noise and were bad. This one, we couldn't find anything wrong, but the only thing we haven't pulled is the cam, and I think it might be a cam bearing. So I want to just get that out real quick and see if I can, we can finally find the smoking gun, and then I can decide what to do with this engine. All right, cam gears out of the way. Now just cam retention, and we'll slide it out. Pretty well-known tip. The water pump bolts make perfect cam puller bolts. They thread in and then you've got a nice thing to pull on. I really hope we find something. All right, looks okay. So good news, the cam is kind of stuck because here, if you can get in there, or you might be able to see it, look in one of the lifter bores. The rearest cam bearing is stuck on the cam itself. Yeah, so shoot, we might not be able to get this out. I might have to flip this over to try to get this cam out. But yeah, that's what's hanging it up. Here, bring it over here. If you get up in there, can you see it right past this rod? Yeah, there it is. See how it's stuck on the cam? Mm-hmm. So yeah, we need to figure out how to free that so we can finish pulling this camshaft out. So I set up the hoist so that if I need to lift this up and pull the back cover off, it's not the rearest bearing, it's the second to rearest. So I'm seeing if I can either shove it back in this way to maybe pull it out that way and do that, but it's not really going much further than, okay, there we go. Okay, I might actually be able to get it. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so let's lift it up and then I'll pull the back cover off, see if I can maybe get it out that way, and then pull the bad bearing off and then out. So cam's right there. See if I can't get it all the way back in and out the back. I won't go in the last one. There it goes. There it goes. Yeah, it's not really a bad thing to be tapping the cam because the block is iron, the cam is probably trash, and the bearing's aluminum, so it's the weakest thing. Okay, so now we got it coming out of the back. So we just need to get it far enough.
I was not dressed for today's video.
Yeah, so here, I got it to visible spot. So that's it right there. I might have to cut it. I think that's honestly the way I'm gonna get it out, is just cutting it in half and try to like rip it apart. All right, come in here. So I drilled a couple holes in it in the bad bearing and then I got it to break in half. So I think I might be able to shimmy it around, maybe even cut into more pieces and get it to fall off the cam.
Yeah. So close.
Oh, thank God.
God.
So interesting enough, the cam actually looks fine. It might have a couple gouges in it now because I was technically drilling into it to get the cam bearing off. But yeah, these journals, I think it's this journal right here. It feels fine. Doesn't really feel much different than the other ones. But yeah, now I know, yes, you are supposed to change your cam bearings. They will actually fail. There it goes.
Plop.
Yeah, so there you go, kids. Cam bearings and LSs do actually fail. The running joke is if you don't look at them, they won't fail, but they will in fact fail.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm really glad we found that smoking gun finally. That was really, it was like keeping me up at night. We now know that this engine is totally good. The heads never even had to come off, but they're 317, so they're good to come off anyway. If anybody wants this thing, I'm definitely gonna sell it. I'll throw a new set of cam bearings in it, or we can put a cam in it. And one other thing I want to say though is earlier I said, I don't know if I'll leave it in, I said the bearings are aluminum. They're actually copper. So yeah, copper bearings. But yeah, so I think we're done here. I'll rack this thing back up and then the fun job of throwing cam bearings in.